The jackpot for tomorrow's Powerball drawing has hit 1.5 billion. If you win it, you won't ever have to worry about money again, right? Wrong. Even if you think a three-legged horse has more chance of winning the Kentucky Derby than you've got of winning the lottery, you've probably still fantasized of walking into work with your winning ticket in hand and pulling a Johnny paycheck. But what should you do if that fantasy becomes reality? For a start, don't start spending it before you've got it. Well, apart from spending, here's a list of 10 essential things you need to do first. And actually, number 1 is more important than you think. 10. Remain anonymous if your state rules permit it. Once people know you're suddenly wealthy, you'll be badgered by requests for handouts from everyone, from charities to long-lost friends and relatives, not to mention all the financial experts who will be vying for your business. That selfie or video clip isn't for bragging on social media. While no one would blame you for wanting to shout from the rooftops that you're the latest member of the Billionaire Club, you really want to keep this as private as possible. Other than a spouse or life partner, it is not advisable to tell anyone about your good fortune until after you've created a solid plan with the professionals. Well-meaning friends and family may not offer you the best financial advice. 9. Pay the taxes on your winnings. In addition to all your long-lost uncles and cousins and BFFs from summer camp buddying up to you, now that you're loaded, you'll have another set of eyes on your money. You have the choice between taking the prize money all at once or having it paid out in 30 installments over 29 years in the form of an annuity. You will want to compare the effective yield of the annuity with what you could earn by taking the money as a lump sum, paying the taxes, and investing the proceeds. You have 60 days from the time you claim your lottery prize to weigh the pros and cons. During this time, ask advisors to crunch the numbers and help you decide which type of payment suits you best. 8. Pay off all your debts. There is no better investment than paying off debts. Whether it is credit card debt or a mortgage, your rate of return equals the interest rate on the loan. When you've paid down $1 of debt, that's $1 you no longer owe. When you invest $1, you can't be sure whether it will grow or shrink. If you're already debt-free, you can make the smart money moves you've always wished you could. Like buying an investment property in a developing area, going back to school, setting up a 529 education savings plan for your kids' college ambitions, or opening a mutual fund. You're already the financial envy of all your friends. Now, be the envy of yourself. 7. Hire competent legal and financial advisors. In situations like this, it's very hard to know who is trying to help you and who is trying to use you. Rather than signing on to a group of advisors that someone else has put together, handpicking your own lawyer, accountant, and investment advisor is a better option. Carefully vet each advisor before discussing your situation. For attorneys and insurance agents, see whether there have been any complaints filed with state disciplinary authorities. 6. Create a budget to manage the money. The secret to staying rich, as plenty of rich people will tell you, is watching what you spend while minding your budget. You may think you have more money than you could ever blow through, but lottery winners end up bankrupt regularly because they had no structure when the dollar signs filled their eyes. Therefore, live within a budget. Especially if you're not accustomed to having a lot of money, it may take some discipline to preserve your winnings and not go on a wild spending spree. One way to restrain yourself is to only spend income, not principal. 5. Avoid sudden lifestyle changes. For the first 6 months after you win the lottery, don't do anything drastic, like quitting your job, buying a home in Europe, trading up for a luxury car, or building a collection of Birkin handbags. Meanwhile, set aside a fixed amount for splurges. It's only natural to want to celebrate your windfall. You, however, should go about your business like the other 51.9% who said they'd keep working, until the check clears at least. Being too hasty can come back to biting you. Crow doesn't taste as good as a properly timed farewell cake. 4. Invest prudently. Buying assets such as flashy cars, jewelry, and clothing can be great fun if you've got cash on the hip. Unfortunately, investing in these kinds of luxuries isn't terribly prudent because their value depreciates like there's no tomorrow. Car models get updated constantly while jewelry and clothes go in and out of fashion. It is more advisable to put the money in safe, short-term investments and not even touching it for the first 6 months. Then ask your advisors to put together an investment portfolio divided half and half between equities, such as stocks, and fixed income, like bonds. Don't fall for investments that you don't understand or that sound too good to be true. 3. Donate to charity. Do some good with your money. You can't help every sick person out there, so set aside a certain percentage of your money that will go to a selection of organizations. Other than that, think about investing in your own community, like providing to the local animal shelter or food bank, or helping fund a project that will enhance the quality of living for residents, where you can see your money in action. 2. Take steps to protect assets. Winning the lottery is undoubtedly a life-altering event. However, with this newfound wealth comes an unwanted spotlight, as lottery winnings are often a target of lawsuits, creditors, scams, and sometimes even friends and family seeking financial assistance or investment opportunities. People who are worth a lot of money need to guard against losing assets to creditors. They include everyone from disgruntled spouses and ex-spouses to people who win lawsuits against you. If people think you have deep pockets, they may look for reasons to sue. It's prudent to ensure you are not an easy target. The best defense is to erect a variety of roadblocks that make it difficult, if not impossible, for creditors to reach your money and property. These asset protection strategies, as they are called, can range from relying on state law exemptions to creating multiple barriers using trusts and family-limited partnerships or limited liability companies. It may be possible to rely on a variety of strategies, either separately or in combination with each other. 1. Ditch the hangers-on looking for handouts. Surround yourself with people that have your best interests in mind. With an increased net worth, all types of people can come out of the woodwork to support you. However, not everyone will, and some people may even want to take advantage of you. Being savvy about others' ulterior motives is a difficult reality to face when you have a high net worth, but necessary. Let us take a look at this incident. The Winstons were an ordinary family, struggling to make ends meet and dreaming of a better life. One fateful day, their luck took an unexpected turn when they won the grand prize in the lottery. They were overjoyed with their newfound wealth and couldn't wait to start living the life they had always dreamed of. However, as the saying goes, money can't buy happiness, and it certainly couldn't buy financial responsibility for the Winstons. Instead of seeking professional advice or making wise investments, they decided to manage their lottery winnings on their own. They believed that their instincts and intuition would guide them toward success. The first thing the Winstons did was splurge on extravagant gifts for their extended family. They bought their distant cousins cars, houses, and even paid off their debts. The Winstons wanted to share their newfound wealth and make everyone around them happy. However, they failed to consider the long-term consequences of such generosity. As time went on, the Winstons' poor financial management became evident. They started indulging in luxurious vacations, dining at expensive restaurants every night, and buying designer clothes without any regard for budgeting or saving. Their reckless spending habits soon depleted a significant portion of their lottery winnings. Despite their best intentions, the Winstons failed to realize that managing a large sum of money requires careful planning and financial discipline. They neglected to set aside funds for emergencies or invest in assets that could generate passive income. Instead, they continued to live beyond their means, accumulating debt and relying solely on their dwindling lottery winnings. Their extravagant lifestyle had drained their lottery winnings, leaving them with nothing but regrets and mounting debts. They were forced to downsize their home, sell their luxury cars, and make significant lifestyle changes to survive. That's the perfect example of how things could turn sour when you hit the lottery.